Hello, my name is Craig White. I am reporting for Strathclyde Fusion Radio on behalf of Rise to Remain and If You Know For A Friend after a gig at King Tut's on the 20th of March of 2011. I was lucky enough to catch up with the guys of Rise to Remain just before they went on to play their set at King Tut's. As well as that, I was also able to get a brief interview with You Know For A Friend, but that will be broadcasted at a later date. Myself and my brother Graham White were present at the gig, and we caught up with Austin and Joe from Rise to Remain. This is what they had to say.
What influenced you to make the band?
What was it that made us want to be in a band? Well, for me, music's like been a part of me since for as long as I can remember, and it's funny because music was always like my daily life. It was never like a hobby or like something I did after school. It was kind of something that I did the whole time. So I mean, I've been in bands since I was like 12 years old. Played around my area, just played pubs and clubs and stuff like that. And, once you get the buzz for it, it's really, it's fucking hard to get rid of. You know what I mean? So it's been with me for as long as I can remember, to be honest. And what about you, dude?
Yeah, I mean, all my family were really into music, so it just seemed quite natural for me to get into it. My uncle and my dad and my granddad were heavily into music, so it was around me since day one. So I don't know what else I would do apart from play music. There isn't anything else.
I suck at pretty much everything else, to be honest. Sorry?
Where did you meet? In London.
Yeah, I met Ben and Will, our guitarists. I met them at a local youth show. I was playing, they were playing, and that was back in 2006. I was 15, they were 16, and we just met, and they were like, come join our band. So went and played, and we formed the first incarnation of this band called Allies. Then we basically just progressed, and then we became Rise to Remain when we were joined by this guy here, Joe and Pat, and we haven't looked back since. So that's kind of how we all came to being. We were tiny, and what actually kind of prompted us changing was number one, it was like the whole chemistry of the band. We wanted to be a professional group, and in that combination of the band, the name was kind of silly. The songs, we wanted to rework them. We wanted to have like a competent rhythm section, and just get guys who would who would really bring a lot to the table. And I knew Pat for ages, for absolutely ages, because he lived near me, and I called him up one day. He was in a band called 12 Sun Method with Joe. Who were like this kind of like polyrhythmic, dodecaphonic metal band, they ended up coming down, trying out, and it wasn't really a tryout, it was more of like a first practice, so it just clicked.
What was it like being given an award at the Metal Hammer Awards and at the Kerrang Awards?
We were insanely thankful to receive those awards from Kerrang and Metal Hammer. It was a crazy experience being surrounded by not people that you can just class as peers, bands our age, but legends and greats. And it was a really surreal night. But I think what we walked away from both of those nights, more so than awards, was kind of just a bit of a renewed sense of direction. Winning an award such as that it's a big thing, and for a band like us, when we were just going into the process of recording our album, it just upped the ante and made us that much more excited. We wanted it that much more, and we knew that we had to deliver that much more. So it was definitely fucking crazy, man, real crazy.
Which festival did you prefer playing, Download or Sonosphere, and why?
Oh, dude, I can't call that one, man. That's like saying who do you prefer, Ant or Deck? You know what I mean? It's they're both fucking wicked. They're both festivals. They're great fun. Download is it's hallowed ground. It's fucking sacred. It's Donington. It's seen 1,001 shows. Whereas Sonosphere, it's on Nebworth. That's also got its way. Albeit not necessarily in the metal spectrum. But it's an amazing new festival. It's spectacularly clean. and you know, people just turn up ready to just go off. You know, they're there for the music, and that's what's important. You know, both festivals, there for the music all the time.
Guys, you've toured with some pretty big bands. Who's the biggest band that you've played with?
Probably Iron Maiden or Korn. Those two. Yeah, definitely the biggest probably. Both was like an absolute dream to be on the same bill as, like, especially Korn. Growing up, I was massively into Korn, so that was like a bit of a dream come true. We're still yet to support Limp Bizkit. When we support Limp Bizkit, then that will take my main box, I think.
As soon as I'm standing behind John Otto's drum riser, I'll be like, yes, come on.
What gig has been the most fun for you guys to play?
Well, unfortunately, we only did sort of like 3 dates with Korn, so it wasn't like we didn't really get to know the guys. So I'd have to say the Maiden tour, but that's just because it was longer, so we got to like meet them all and hang out and stuff. But yeah, probably Maiden.
See, you've toured for like the whole Europe tour on the world. Where'd you get the best crowd reception from? Do you think that the UK homegrown audience?
What crowd do you tend to find to get the best reception from your audiences?
I mean, the UK, it's a really interesting place. You know, so I mean, it all depends on who you're on a bill with. You know, I mean, we played UK shows where people have been completely like passive towards us. They haven't given a shit. And we played ones where the crowd's just set off from the word go. I mean, you know, London, where we're from, you know, it's a lot like LA or New York. There's a lot of traffic for gigs, so you've got to really, really just get that spark going from the off. You know, those shows just because of the nature of the place you're playing. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, the UK, it's amazing. But you know, places like Singapore and Indonesia and like South Korea we've done recently, it's insane playing to those crowds because we would have never expected to go on there in a million years because that's not on your traditional touring schedule. So going to places like that and seeing how crowds react to metal it's great. You know, it's beautiful.
It's a lot different from like the sort of stereotypical UK American sort of metalhead.
Yeah, I guess it's just different because in a way we can communicate more to obviously people from home because they speak the language and stuff. So in a way that's really nice as well. But then the kids over in sort of Bali or wherever, they don't get as many metal shows as we play over here, so they go crazy over there, but people can go crazy here by you psyching them up and have a bit more connection because of the language barrier. But I mean, both is awesome. Just shows in general, we just love playing shows.
You'd be surprised at how similar South Korea and Aberystwyth are in terms of crowd. They're both mental.
Is it weird to hear like a foreign language or like somewhere that's different from the UK, that's South Korea, and hearing your songs get sung back to you?
I mean, the thing is, we don't have our CD out over there, so any crowd participation, you know, by way of singing or lyrics or chanting, is done off like their own research. You know, they have to go and look us up and track down our songs and listen to them online. So, I mean, that's different. So, you know, playing it in the UK when people have your CD and have listened to it like however many times, playing to a crowd who've actively had to search for your stuff and listen to it and learn it, you know, out of their own venture and interest is like, I don't know, it's just different. It's amazing. You know, both are fantastic, and we're insanely thankful for anyone who digs our music. And you know, we hope that, you know, they enjoy the album just as much as they enjoy the EP. But man, it's a crazy feeling. It's a crazy feeling hearing people sing lyrics back. You know, it's very odd. Language barrier doesn't exist though in that case. You know, it's still good.
You guys mentioned the album. How's the new album coming on, and when can fans expect to hear from it?
Great, we've recorded it. It's all done. We've just got the final mixes back. We recorded with Colin Richardson, who's done like Machine Head and Bullet for My Valentine. He's done loads of like a lot of UK metal acts, which is great because I mean we wanted to. You know, we didn't want to be a band that released a debut that we weren't happy with. you know, and that happens a lot to bands. You know, they don't necessarily think things through. They just a lot of bands just don't really know what they want. You know, and we really worked hard on knowing exactly what we wanted. And so, you know, Colin was a major, you know, stroke of luck in that he was, you know, willing to do the project and was really into the band and really into the music. So, yeah, I mean, the album just went along great. It took about 4 months because we wanted to make sure that everything's perfect, and it went along great, man. We're really stoked with it. We can't wait for people to hear it.
When can your fans expect to hear it?
Late summer. Late summer.
Late summer?
Yeah.
How did you manage to get involved with Funeral for a Friend?
They're on. We toured with them before in Europe last year, just in December throughout Europe with Bullet as well. So we got to know them really well then, and we were sort of excited about that. And then we decided to do some more shows with them this time round. They're also on the same management label as us, so we've got that close connection there. So we sort of see the boys around in the office sometimes and hang out, and they're like our buddies now, so I'm sure we'll be touring with them again and again. Like, they're wicked boys to tour with. Like, it's a great vibe.
If they ever need touring buddies, we're willing participants. They're fucking great, you know.
Has there been any funny incidents in the tour so far?
Any funny incidents? Not really. I mean, like
we've been chilling out on this run. I mean, it's day 5 as well, so it's still quite early. We've been chilling out on this one. Normally we hit it quite hard, and the last tour that we just did, we were kind of partying quite a lot. And that's usually when funny things happen. Sitting in a van all day, there's not a lot that can really happen, I guess. But not really. And normally our guitarist will do something funny and we'll just laugh about it.
Talk about one incident for the rest of the entire tour. Make him feel a little bad. You know, it's the way it goes, you know, 5 blokes, what are you going to do? We're good boys, really, though, man.
Will you be playing any new material for your fans?
Yeah, we will be. We're playing 2 new... Oh, hello. We're playing 3 new songs, actually, tonight. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to be playing them tonight. This song's called The Serpent, This Day Is Mine, and Power Through Fear. So we're going to be playing those ones tonight.
What are your hopes for the future and Rise to Remain? And what should your fans expect to see from you in the future?
Well, it's to keep doing this for as long as possible, I think.
Keep doing this, man. If we can keep doing this, you know, come home, eat some stuff, go to bed, do it again, we're cool. We're golden, you know.
What should your fans expect to see in the future from Rise to Remain?
The album's coming out late summer, and we're gonna be on festivals, downloads, Sonosphere. We're doing it again this year. We'll be in Grasspop in Belgium. We've got a load more stuff to announce. So yeah, you know, we're gonna be out and about, and we'll probably be near us pretty soon.